Are you a life coach who's looking to make your first or next 100K as a life coach or healer, and you're specifically looking for a specific system or a specific way that you as a life coach or healer can go out there and specifically sign up new clients over the next year, helping you make your first or next six figures? Don't worry, I got a brand new system here in this video that's going to show life coaches and healers exactly how they can make their first or next six figures. Let's rock and roll.
We all win when we all win. We all win when we all win.
Hey there, my friends. I'm Super Sid, the Marketing Shaman, and I help life coaches and healers make their first or next 100K with profitable presentations. And in today's video, we're going to specifically go over how you as a life coach can make money and specifically make your first or next 100K this year. Let's rock and roll. All right, so the first thing we want to cover is who are you going to work with as a life coach? We have to understand who specifically we are looking to work with and specifically the problem that they have and how we as life coaches are going to help solve that problem. Whether we're going to help guide them to solve that problem or we're going to actually kind of handhold them to solve that problem, we need to make these decisions as life coaches before we ever go out there and start trying to sign up new clients. And in a lot of realms, a lot of times life coaches make this mistake. They just automatically go into whatever it is that they believe that they are good at without actually going to the marketplace and figuring out the problems within that marketplace, making it very difficult for those life coaches to specifically sign up, right, a lot of clients or specifically make six figures because they're not able to have the demand. There's just no demand inside that marketplace or enough demand for them even to have an opportunity to make six figures even before they get started, making them fail at getting six figures well before they even get started. So what we want to make sure that we do is we identify the who, right, that we want to help and make sure that there's enough demand, right, with the problem that we're going to solve with that who, right? So the first question that we want to answer is we want to understand the surface desires of the who that we're looking to help. These are going to be the desires that they can see, right? Now, a lot of times these desires are going to fall, right, into either health, wealth, or relationships. So we want to make sure that we identify what are those surface desires. The next thing that we want to do is we want to answer the question in their head, the prospect's head, the people's head that we're looking to sign up for as a life coach and that we're looking to help. We want to answer this specific question: if I could just. Right? If I could just answer that question in your prospect's head. And then once you have that question answered, we then go into the last desire that they truly want, which is usually a reason they went on this path to begin with and a reason that they want to get to the solution or to the goal or to the target that you're going to help them guide to, right, as a life coach. So that is what we classify as our core desire. Usually the surface desire is going to help them get to their core desire. I help life coaches and healers make their first or next 100K so they can get to their core desires. Those core desires might be spend more time with their family, have more time, travel, own a business, right? Whatever it might be, but their ultimate core desire is not making 100K. That's the surface desire that's helping them get to where they want to get to. Figure out what the surface desires are than the core desires, and it's going to make it a lot easier for you to sign up clients and sign up a lot of clients over the next years, clients at mass, helping you make your first or next six figures as a life coach. Before I go into this next piece and specifically how you are going to create the solution and the offers for the prospects and the people who are looking for your help so that those people can buy those offers, pay you money to ultimately get your help, I want to remind you to subscribe to this channel. I'm putting out new and exciting videos every single day showing life coaches and healers how they can make their first or next six figures, right, as a life coach or healer with profitable presentations. Make sure to click that button below and subscribe. All right, so now we understand the who specifically, and we understand the three questions that we need to ask to get that who. We now need to create an offer of some kind that has a solution to the problem that we're looking to solve or that the prospects have, right? So they're going to come to you and they have this problem. What is the solution that we're going to provide? So the solution that we want to provide is going to be a solution that has usually multiple things inside it that are going to be answering specific objections and giving, right, the prospects a reason to act right at this moment. That is the point here. We want to make sure that in our messaging and what we're saying to people, that inside that offer, they understand that we are looking to sell them something inside that offer that is going to help them with the problem that they currently have. And the way that we tell people, right, the specific offer and the way that we present these offers to people who need our help is that we want to make sure that we identify the vehicle. How is this offer going to be delivered, right? Is it going to be delivered through coaching? Is it going to be delivered through, are you actually going to drive it to their building and drop it off? Like, what is it? How are you going to deliver it to them? And how specifically? Is it group coaching? Is it going to be one-on-one coaching? Is it going to be Zoom calls? Is it going to be live coaching? I mean, is it going to be going to an event and doing a small, how are you going to deliver it? Specifically, you want to make sure that you answer their internal and their external objections as well. And a lot of times when you're answering their internal and their external objections, you're able to go out there and you're able to give them templates, or you're able to give them, Rolodexes or whatever it might, assets and things that you have inside that offer that might help answer the question, right? Do they have what they need? Are they able to do this internally? And externally, do they have the resources to be able to pull it off? Those questions are questions they're always going to ask themselves when they're presented with your offer or any offer, right, ever that they have in their life. Do they have what they need to get it done? Do they actually think they can do it? And the way that we get over that offer is that we show them how someone just like them was able to do it. And that's being done through case studies, testimonials, stuff like that. Or we want to make sure that we're also going out there and externally giving them the resources that they think they're going to need to be able to pull it off. Once they then get there and they don't really know what exactly it is that, they have everything they want and they don't have a reason to then have an objection, we then want to give them a reason to take action now, or a reason to act now. We usually do this through bonuses by creating literally a bonus or a series of bonuses within that offer that is then going to be offered with that offer at a one-time deal, ultimately being able to give them a reason to take action now with inside that offer. And then now you have a specific offer that you can give the marketplace that is then going to be an automated sales message that you can consistently go out there, tell stories, throw out, communicate to people, and specifically send them an offer that is going to tell them this story, ultimately tell them the vehicle, the way you're going to deliver the solution, answering their internal and external objections, and giving them a reason to act now. You're going to find that you're going to sign up a lot more people than you were before. Before I go into how you can specifically create a lot of impact with your offer and sign up a bunch of new clients, I want to ask you, what type of life coach are you? And ultimately, who is it that you help? Go ahead and put those answers for us down there in those comments. All right, so we understand as life coaches now who it is that we want to help, right? We've identified the problem. We understand specifically through the surface and the core desires of who it is we want to help. And we also now have an irresistible offer, probably an offer that you've never heard of you've never heard of making an offer quite like that before. And now you understand why it works so well because of those specific pieces that we talked about. And now you have all that stuff ready. Now we need to go out there and we need to sign up people. How do we do that? How do we sign up a lot of people? How do we sign up enough people, right, to make $100,000 or more than $100,000 as a life coach? We first need to identify what is it? How many offers do we need to sell to make $100,000? I think this is a very simple yet important step that a lot of people miss, right? I think whatever it might be, and understanding how you're delivering things. And I have other videos and things on my channel that specifically show you how to price out your products. But I want to make sure that you understand how many units or how many times do you need to get said yes to be able to make that $100,000. And for a lot of people in the life coaching world, especially when they're selling high ticket, that might be 10 or 15 people, right? A $10,000 life coaching offer to work with someone one-on-one is quite normal. So that means that you might be able to make less than one sale a month, 10 sales, right, over the next year and be able to make your $100K. Or for other people that are selling a $1,000 program, maybe a $2,000 program, then they need to understand they can make 100 sales or 50 sales, whatever it might be. But we need to understand specifically the simple math of how many sales that we need to make. The next thing that we want to do is we want to go out there and start telling stories and inviting people to specifically presentations where we are going to be demonstrating how it is that we help people by actually helping people at a profitable presentation. At these presentations, we have multiple profitable presentations, anything from workshops, summits, challenges, things like that. Specifically where we go out there, we demonstrate through the style of presentation that we go out there with as a life coach against multiple people who come to that presentation, showing them how we can help them by actually helping them at that presentation, get to the surface desires that they want to obtain, and then we get them to see specifically what it's going to be like, right? A piece of what it's going to be like at those presentations of what it would be like to work with us and getting to the promised land or the goal that they want to get to through working with us. And then we simply make the offer to work with them at that presentation right, at the end of that presentation to continue working with us as a client, right, so that we can continue to help them more. We then want to go out there and have a profitable presentation, right, where we then make money. Once we then make money, we can then start organizing and doing what we classify as presentation stacking, right, within, right, our profitable presentation so that we can go out there and specifically make 6 figures as a life coach. Throughout being able to do presentation stacking, where you're able to go out there and you're able to do a profitable presentation 2 times a month, right? Or every month or whatever it might be, and you're able to stack, right, these presentations on each other, helping that you then ascend people up that value ladder of yours. If you don't know what a value ladder is, I have a specific video on how to design your life coaching business on my channel. Make sure to go watch that. It talks all about how to design your value ladder and create multiple products, even around the same idea, right? All at different price points so that you can basically 4 times, right, the amount of money you're making as a life coach. So if you want to 4 times the amount of money you're making as a life coach by simply changing the way that you designed your business by incorporating what's classified as a value ladder, go watch that video. You'll absolutely love it. Anyway, so we want to go through there and we want to create these presentation stacking throughout, all of these presentations, pushing toward a common theme or a common high ticket offer. By doing that, what we're going to be able to do is build momentum, right, throughout, right, our presentations, and we're going to be able to stack these presentations on top of each other, building momentum on each one, ultimately helping get more eyeballs on us and ultimately be able to help more people with the problem that they have, ultimately helping us create a lot more impact as life coaches and sign up a lot more people as life coaches in a smaller time frame, because we are now able to use profitable presentations and leverage and sign up a lot of people at mass through coming to these presentations, and you get excited and sign up all at once instead of dragging yourself over the next couple of months, hopping on hundreds of sales calls or consult calls, or whatever you want to call it, begging people to help you sign up. Simply throw parties online, throw profitable presentations online, do them in sequence, and when you do that and you build momentum, it's going to make it a lot easier for you to reach your first or next 100K by doing profitable presentations instead of having to hop on one-on-one consult calls with a lot of times with people who never sign up. Are you a life coach or healer who's looking to make their first or next 100K in the next year? Well, then I have a brand new 22-page guide that's absolutely free that you can grab right now. Just click on that link in the description and grab your free copy of the 100K Life Coach Launch Guide. And don't forget, we all win when we all win. I choose to win today, and I hope you choose to win by clicking on that link down there below and grabbing your free 100K Life Coach Launch Guide today. We'll see you in the next video.